Hello, God bless you. So I was reading this lovely thing about Wall Drug of South Dakota in Wall, Dakota. It's fascinating. This family, the husband was a pharmacist. The wife, I believe, was a teacher. And they wanted to be in a small town, and he wanted his own pharmacy. So they bought the pharmacy in Wall. No customers. Year after year, no customers. And they were hoping that because they bought it in 1931, and they're like, well, between the roads and cars becoming far more every day and people traveling, and with Mount Rushmore on the brink of being completed, they're like, hey, business will pick up, it's all good. But it didn't. And then the wife had the idea of, hey, it's so blazing hot. You know what, these people, how we can get them in? Free ice water. And so they put out signs that said free ice water along the highway. Husband said he felt a little bit silly, but they did it, and they've been busy ever since. Free ice water. And they even said they had people come and would say, hey, can you fill up my entire jug so I have water like for down the road? And they would do it free. To this day, they still give free ice water. And they give 5-cent coffees. They have a few other freebie things. Free parking. It's so beautiful when people, especially businesses, show mercy to their fellow man. These people were not getting anything ahead until they started giving a few free things away. They started doing that. They went from barely any customers to being extremely busy. The next year they had to hire 8 gals to help them fill water. And now they average 20,000 people per day in the summer. John could post that to what we have with so many modern companies, especially with that Maverick video I did with the excessive signs of park here and you're going to be towed, no parking, 15-minute parking and then you're towed. The companies nowadays are gouging their prices like never before, and they give nothing in return. It's so incredibly frustrating. And with that Mavericks, it was just disgusting because they blacktopped so much of the land and they weren't using it. They were threatening anyone who used it with towing. And it's like, if you're not going to use it, why didn't you just let it be natural? Why did you kill all the wildlife? Why did you kill the natural surroundings? And what is the crisis if someone needs to rest, whether it's an hour or 2 or even 3? When you have a lot that big, and especially when you're in the industry that deals with people who are on the road traveling, why would you not want to have a little mercy? How many times does it have to be shown that when you have a little mercy, it tends to work out for your favor in the long run? So yeah, it was a really beautiful read on the family who bought Wall Drug in 1931. They're still going strong till today. Still have 5-cent coffee and free water and a couple other freebies. It's just a beautiful thing. There's no reason why we can't be a little bit more merciful and considerate and just accepting that we're humans, and humans need bathrooms, and we need breaks, and we need to rest, and we need water. I don't understand the incessant crisis. I mean, we're always like, they're all you ever hearing about social justice. There's so many little things to be done right here, right where you're at. You don't need to go, if you're in a small town, you don't need to go to a big town. If you're on the one side of the, how do you say it? You just really need to focus on where you are right now. Because there's people where you are right now that need help. There are laws to be changed. Why? I mean, there's one area where someone has spray painted in the alley, don't shit in here. Something like don't shit here. What is disturbing is that it is in an area that has a ton of homeless people. It is in an area that at the very end of the block, there is a church. time and again, churches are raising money for criminal invaders to give them bathrooms, to give them legal places to stay, to wash up, to get them lawyers. And yet, what are they doing? And if you are part of a church, what are you doing for the homeless population? And don't give me this phony baloney stuff of, oh my gosh, like once a year at Christmas. We're alive the other 364 days of the year. We have to use bathrooms. We need food. If we can give over 10 million a day to Israel, expecting citizens to live on a couple $100 to $600 a month is ridiculous. You can't even eat decent.